Hello, guys. Welcome here to Tinkle Sports Talk. The last 3 weeks I almost said SCN. I think we're just starting to get the hang of it here. It's Tinkle Sports Talk. And joining us today, we got Zach down there.
Hey,
Yeah, so he wanted to join us. So, hey, we're glad to have him here as we get going. We got a lot to get to today. We're going to discuss some NFL news. Some of the latest trades before the draft. We're also going to talk some of the NBA news. Madison Bumgarner's no-hitter, as well as Otani and Guerrero's big week. The Turner Sports new deal. And, of course, we'll end the show with Tinkle on this. But as we get going, let's talk about that Teddy Bridgewater deal here. Denver gave up a sixth-round pick to get Teddy Bridgewater. In a way, this is an upgrade, I guess, if you look at it.
Hell no. I just don't think that they're willing to take a chance on Drew Luck. I mean, come on now. He's working out with Peyton Manning of all players, and this is the same Peyton Manning that's won them a championship back in 2015. So you're not going to give him a chance? I mean, cool. You have QB competition between Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Luck. But if Drew Luck doesn't do very well in this third year, I hate to say it, I think he's out. I think he's on his way out. That's what it sounded like to me when they got the trade for Bridgewater. But I know we didn't really have this down. I'm very intrigued to see what Carolina's going to do now that they have just Sam Darnold under contract. I think they have one other quarterback. I really do think that I think they're the 8th pick in the draft. It wouldn't shock me if they go 8th. With the 8th pick, I would not be shocked if they go quarterback now. That seems to be what they're aiming for in tomorrow's draft. Thursday's draft. We're recording on Wednesday. So
yeah, blame Jason why we're recording Wednesday. So
yeah,
yep.
You can blame me for working 2 jobs. Sorry. So for Thursday, I couldn't be. So we're recording Wednesday.
Okay.
This is filmed on Sunday. Sorry. So it wouldn't shock me if they go quarterback. Because I just do not see them going far with Sam Darnold under center. That's just me for Carolina. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I thought, honestly, I think I picked Broncos to go after Trey Lance, but obviously that doesn't look like it's going to happen now. I think Trey Lance is their solution to the problem, like I mentioned on the Canteen podcast on Wednesday. I said that I think Trey Lance seems to be the name Trey Lance sounds like a Broncos name, quarterback, just saying. And from what I've seen out of Trey Lance, I feel like he's the solution to a lot of issues that they have.
Here would be my idea if I was the Denver Broncos. If I was in the draft room, I'd be like, John, what do you want to go with? And if he says Trey Lance, I would do the opposite. You don't listen to John Elway on what kind of quarterback you want. Okay?
Yeah.
That's like asking the produce guy what kind of sub you should get at Subway. Okay? It's not going to work out.
Now, it'll be very intriguing to see Denver probably going after a receiver and number.
Yep.
Now that they got Bridgewater.
Or correction, I'm sorry. Asking John Elway for quarterback advice would be like asking a foot doctor what to do about your broken arm. It's not going to work out. Not in your favor. Okay, yeah, I get it. John Elway's a quarterback, but he's like Michael Jordan. He was a great quarterback, a shitty GM. So
now, if I look at the Bridgewater trade, a 6th-round draft pick, that's what Bridgewater is worth, a 6th-round draft pick.
He had a bad year.
I think it should be a little bit higher than that. He did a little bit better last year than a lot of people were thinking. I would think maybe a 3rd or 4th, not a freaking 6th round. That kind of like a slap in the face.
Not really. I mean,
it kind of sounded like Denver got him for like a bag of potato chips.
He had a bad year, but Carolina never has great receivers, so in a way, I mean, I see your point to it, but he had a bad year. Like, I'm sorry, he's lucky it wasn't a 7th.
I mean, true. He did make Robbie Anderson look really good this year. That's probably about it.
Yeah. Then the other news here, Saquon Barkley's 5th-year option was picked up. No surprise here, I don't think. And on top of it, he's going to be ready week 1.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely got a lot of proof in his. Is this currently his 5th year, or does?
No, the next year would be his 5th year.
What it seems like to me with them picking up his 5th year, that they want to see what he can do this year before they make the option of if they want to re-sign him for a longer contract or not. That's what it sounds like to me. They kind of wanted to play the safe way out. There's nothing wrong with teams going that route, especially the New York Giants.
Yeah.
I hope the best for him. I really do. I hope he can go in week 1 and really show that he's still the same Saquon Barkley that had a really good rookie season. So I'm really hoping the Giants can be a little bit better this year with him, but I am no Giants fan, so it is what it is. Zach,
Right,
Brian,
Zach.
I don't know what you guys think.
Zach. Oh, sorry. I was waiting to see if Zach had anything to say first.
No, I don't really have anything to say.
All right. I mean, Saquon's a guy, I guess, if he was on a better team, he would have more of an impact. He's a good player. I think, with the ACL injury, it was a good move to just put the 5th year on rather than try to negotiate a long-term deal. Because, again, ACLs, you don't know what you're getting when you come back. So, I think... And the other thing is, it's the Giants, okay? I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it's the Giants. They can't build an offensive line to save their lives.
Mm-hmm.
They can't really... I mean, other than the few years that Eli Manning led them to the Super Bowl, they've had no answer at quarterback.
Right.
Plain simple. Danny Dimes is not their answer. Okay? And if anyone thinks that Danny Dimes is their answer, they got another thing coming to them. But, I mean, if Saquon can come back and do what he did, I mean, let me put it this way. If Saquon didn't get hurt, I would think the Giants would have won that division. I don't think there'd be any doubt there with how bad that division was.
Mm-hmm.
So, but shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I mean, maybe. Same thing could have been said. Oh, maybe the Panthers could have been better with Christian McCaffrey if he wasn't hurt most of the year. You don't know until you see it come into action. So, like you said, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But sometimes you just gotta do the next man up mentality. If you don't have the next man up mentality, you ain't gonna win many games. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but on another note, though, another guy's about to get dealt. His name's Julio Jones, and they're waiting until June, from what I heard, to deal him, so they can save some cap space along the way.
So
I don't think I'd want Julio Jones.
Again, I'm really thinking if they even do get Kyle Pitts, I do think that he's going to be converted into a receiver. I'm not just saying that to say that. He kind of plays like a receiver already. I mean, you don't need him to be a tight end. You really don't.
But
I guess it wouldn't shock me if they swerve us and don't choose Kyle Pitts and they just go a receiver to replace Julio Jones. Or go Kyle Pitts, retrade into the first round and get another top receiver to replace Julio Jones with a trade with him. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I think this draft is going to be a very interesting one.
Here's the thing. I may be wrong. I may be very wrong on this. But what value does Julio Jones have when every game he injures his hamstring? I mean, he's a walking joke. Okay, there are going to be teams that are going to trade for us. If any team trades for a first-round pick for a guy who has, at this point, a chronic hamstring injury, I'm sorry, you just wasted a first-round pick. Atlanta won the trade by a mile. Okay.
And I hate to say it, Calvin Ridley can probably run circles around Julio Jones right now. It's that bad.
Please. If Julio Jones ran in a circle, he'd be clutching his leg right now. Come on.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
he needs to get on that TB12 method.
I don't know if you guys saw, but apparently Stephen A. Smith says that Buffalo should be in line for him, and I think that he's fucking ridiculous for saying that. We do not need Buffalo does not need Julio Jones.
All right, Zach, where do you think he's going?
I'm literally shaking my damn head on.
I think he's going to Miami.
I could see it.
You think so? Nah, I don't see it. I really do think that they're gonna draft an Alabama connection to go with Tua.
I'm shocked the Packers. I'm shocked some of the Packers fans aren't jumping all over this. Like, oh, come here, come here.
I'm not.
Hey,
you know I am. I'm not going.
Hey. I say I want a receiver, but Julio Jones ain't that receiver to pair up with Devontae Adams whatsoever. I hate to say it.
It sounds like a sly move the Packers would pull, though. Oh, you want a receiver? Okay.
Okay, let's go after injury waiting to happen receiver.
I know. Heartbreak, honestly. But, oh, man. Here's the guy who's gonna get dealt. I'm sorry. I know this is before the draft, but we know the Niners took a quarterback. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt. Okay, if they didn't, then I will gladly go through and delete this part when we're done. But Jimmy G is gonna get dealt. Plain simple.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be New England.
Oh no, I
think he's going to Houston.
Ooh,
back.
No.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Not with that money.
Ooh.
No, with the Deshaun Watson situation, I can see it happen.
Oh, so Deshaun Watson's going to have to look for new massage therapists. Okay, we're good to go.
I think Deshaun Watson maybe get suspended for a year at some point here.
I think he's going to get 10 games.
I was saying the same thing. Brian's saying 10 games. I'm saying for the whole entire year.
Isn't that in the
Sorry,
domestic...
that's 2-1, buddy.
Isn't that the domestic issues policy where it would be 10 games anyway?
Yeah, but if it's multiple, he's going to get multiple versions, so I think he's going to be out for a full year.
Regardless, he lost his endorsements already. He's done. Let's put it that way. Maybe the Raiders will pick him up. They love picking up those kinds of players. Or the Cowboys. You know,
do the Raiders? The Raiders.
Cowboys, I don't see happening because they just gave Dak that press.
This has John Gruden's fingers all over it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. John Gruden likes picking up the weirdest players at the weirdest time.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Alden Smith? No, wait, that was before him. That's Cowboys as well. But yeah, there's a lot of weird players that he gets. But no, I think Jimmy G though is going to New England.
If he goes to New England, does that?
Let's see if he finds his helmet this time.
So, would they just trade their pick to San Fran for another?
I think they trade a second and a fourth for him. I think his first round. I think any first round hopes of. Or any first-round draft pick hopes in return for Jimmy G have sailed.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think they sailed when he sprained his ankle twice.
You know what? That's all right with them because they got the third overall pick in the draft. And I'm sure they're going to go with... I say they're going to go after Trey Lance. Everybody else says that Mac Jones. And I see a lot of stuff saying Justin Fields. So they could literally go after any three of those quarterbacks in the draft. It would not shock me, honestly, Brian. I'm just going to say this now. It would not shock me if they go with Mac Jones from Alabama.
I don't think he'd be a good fit there.
Justin Fields.
I don't think Mac Jones would have been a good fit there. I think, here's the thing. Kyle Shanahan is good with a quarterback that is mostly mobile
Yeah.
that can throw if need be.
I-
He would be good
No.
with a Lamar Jackson type quarterback. Not saying that Trey Lance
Yeah.
is that guy, but Trey Lance has mobility and can throw.
See, the only problem I have with Dakota State University back is, Carson Wentz came out of that same college.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Would you rather have him or an Ohio State quarterback or an Alabama quarterback or a USC quarterback where they're just
Exactly.
a product of the system?
See, it's tough to tell for
Look.
an Alabama quarterback because Tua did very well in his
Look.
first season.
But they're a product of the system. That's the problem. Okay?
Yeah.
That system makes them... Okay, when you get all 5-star recruits on one team, you're always going to look like a first-round pick.
Well, yeah,
Right.
of course.
When you're a 4 or 3-star recruit, I don't know what Trey Lance was. When you're a 4 or 3-star recruit playing like
There's
a
a 3-star.
5-star recruit, okay, 3-star, but you're playing with other 3 and 2-star recruits and you're looking like a 5-star, that's the value. At the end of the day.
that's true.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
I'm saying notice how successful Alabama receivers are and running backs are, and notice where the quarterbacks are. I can't name one quarterback. I bet you can't even name one quarterback starting right now in the NFL outside of Tua that's from Alabama.
McCarron.
Not starting.
I know he's
said-
not starting,
I said-
but
I
he
said
did very
starting.
successful. Starting right now?
Yeah, starting.
Oof.
Yep.
Fortunately, I can't.
All right. That's what you're saying. Uff was the right answer. So, but anyway, let's move forward here. Sean Lee also retired. No surprise, he's been injury riddled his entire career.
Yeah, unfortunately, but when he did play, he was a great linebacker for the Cowboys there. He literally ran that defense.
Wasn't he the one with that like weird collar?
Yes.
Like
No, I think that was
I thought he had
Van
like
Der Esch.
I
thought that was Van Der Esch.
I always thought he was the one with the weird collar that went up to like right here.
Hold up, let me see this.
It
Let me
covered
find
like
this.
half his helmet, but I could be wrong. No worries, the Cowboys will hire him as a coach. That'll be the next step.
Yep. Like they normally do.
Welcome to Cherry World. We're gonna hire you as a coach.
Yeah, see,
And if you're lucky, you may stick around for 10 years and become the clapper.
it was Van Der Esch.
Yeah, see? Okay, I was wrong. But
That's
still,
Leighton Van Der Esch. Sean Lee never had that.
I
crazy
thought he
looking
did.
Thing.
But
No.
all right. But yeah, he'll be a coach. He'll be a coach.
Yeah, most likely.
On that note, I guess we should move to NBA. I would discuss the draft right now, but we're recording before the draft, and talking
Yeah.
about what's going to happen in the draft doesn't benefit anybody at this
Yeah.
point. Sorry, Jason, not trying to
No,
be
you're
rude
fine.
there, but no,
Um,
let's move on to John Wall here.
Yeah, John Wall is going to miss the Rockets. I don't know if that's such a big loss because they're been literally sucking ass this whole entire season. For the mess of James Harden in the beginning of the season where he wanted to go play for Brooklyn.
Yeah.
John Wall literally being the only All-Star that they have, but he hasn't really been an All-Star because the last 2 years he's been injury prone. And now guess what? You can say the last 3 years he's been injury prone because now he's going to miss the rest of the season because of a hamstring injury. So, I'm sorry, John Wall. It would not shock if he retires because of injury. Honestly, that man seems to not be able to stay healthy for an entire season. I really do feel bad for him. I think he's a great player. Had a lot of good, promise, but the Rockets. I hate to say it. Sadly, they were not going to go very far. Now, the Knicks had a 9-game winning streak. It got snapped by the Phoenix Suns. So, I was
What
I was quite
everybody
shocked about
expected that though.
yeah, I did see that happening. Phoenix is on the rise, and I didn't honestly, Zach. I was shocked that Chris Paul was the real answer of why they were missing playoffs
I wasn't
every year.
Talked about that at all. Chris Paul.
Well, because Devin Booker's not a passer; he's a shooter. And when you put him in as a point guard, where you're gonna, you're not gonna be able to space the floor out. And Chris Paul he's a floor spacer, and he knows how to, space the floor very well. Hits the shots he needs to hit, and he knows how to pass very well. He's a pass first kind of point guard, and then shoots if he needs to. Devin Booker is like, well, my team sucks. I gotta freaking shoot like 60 points. That's the problem. Now, guys, I'm making this bold prediction. Suns Nets. Do you think potential NBA Finals matchup
is Chris Paul like the one-man marching band right now? Like, because I don't think it's just Chris Paul. It's Devin Booker but he comes in. Now the Suns have been trash for the last handful of years. Okay, Steve Nash was really the last guy that led the Suns anywhere, and that was nowhere. Okay, this is
literally
where
the Western Conference Finals, and nothing past that.
Oklahoma City was supposed to be absolute trash last year. Chris Paul had him a lot better than everyone thought they'd be. I think Chris Paul is the best guard in the league. I think I can make that statement confidently.
Hands down. I have to say it.
This man doesn't need a marching band to go along with him like some of these other stars.
He's like Damian Lillard, but Dame Dollar. He's
like Dame Dollar, but he can actually take teams pretty far. I mean, not really far, but better than
Chris Paul. Chris Paul may go down. Chris Paul may go down as like a John Stockton at the end of the day, a guy who was probably the best point guard to never win a ring. Let's be fair.
I don't know. That's why I say it wouldn't shock me. I mean, Suns Nets seems like a potential NBA Finals matchup to me. It would not shock me if they somehow get the edge over the Lakers this year.
I don't see that.
I don't see it at all, honestly. I mean, I think it's a possibility if
not this year,
but maybe I don't think this year though. Yeah, like Zach said,
maybe next year or the year after is more likely
if
the longer they go.
Chris
but
Paul.
Come on,
they are not going to trade Chris Paul. They can't trade him. His contract's unmovable. Surprised he got. Surprised they wanted.
But I think this just shows how valuable Chris Paul really is at the end of the day. And, like I said, everyone thought for sure when he went to Oklahoma City, I remember it was doom and gloom because Russell Westbrook was out.
I remember it.
And Chris Paul said, yeah, you thought, because here I am, and here we are. But can I just point out how much of a joke this play-in tournament is? Like,
I'm just glad that my team's not currently in it. They're 6, so they don't even have to worry about that play.
My team is in it. I'm pretty sure the Heat are in it, right?
Yeah, the Heat are pretty much in it. They're tied right now with the Celtics. Last I checked for 6th. So, but it's such
the Pacers are in it too, aren't they? Or the last team? The Pacers are the last.
Hey, don't worry. Your Lord and Savior O'Shea Brissett will carry you in there.
It's not my team. I'm a Miami fan.
Oh, wait, sorry.
So
Thacker's Lord and Savior O'Shea Brissett will carry him through. Trust me on this.
So
he doesn't know who he is. Ask him about.
Teams in the East are currently kind of in play for the play-in tournament. Boston, Miami, Charlotte, Indianapolis, and Washington.
I hope it's Boston in there. Boston won't.
You mean Indiana? It's not Indianapolis. It's Indiana. It's the whole state.
All right. Indiana, sorry.
Come on, make everybody in the state mad.
You just offended everyone in the heartland.
Right. Then for the West is Portland, Memphis, San Antonio, and Golden State.
Yep. Jason got canceled just for calling it Indianapolis. I'm sorry. I'm trying to cancel him out, but he's not in person right now, so it's not working very. Okay, I'm sorry. That was having too much fun.
You're already pointing the right way. You're pointing in the wrong direction.
I was.
It's the other. It's over here. It's over here.
Maybe on your.
No,
maybe on
it's
your
over
camera.
here. It's over here.
Listen.
On my camera's over here, so you got to point this way.
Listen. On your side, it's that way. On my thing, it's this way. So, but anyway, what were you saying, Jason? Now that I got distracted.
No, I don't know. I was saying how Portland, Memphis, San Antonio, Golden State, and then of course East is Boston, Miami, Charlotte, Indiana Pacers and Washington Wizards. There, is that better?
All right,
Yes,
that's
and
better.
better.
You've just redeemed yourself. All right, but
You gotta give respect for the state of Indiana, man.
Yep.
I know.
All right.
I
Great
gotta
state.
redeem
You may
myself
move.
from
You may
last
be
week.
living here someday.
Hey, we'll
I
see.
doubt that. I very well doubt
Tinkle's
that.
gonna be headquartered here, so
What's gonna be headquartered there?
Tinkle.
Tinkle. Hey, there we go. Enough motivation. But we're gonna go to break, and while we're at break, I'm gonna pack up all my stuff. I'm gonna head to Indiana, and yeah, I'm just gonna record from the street probably. Who knows? Nah. But when
Down,
we seriously,
on that
on the street
long-ass-
outside of IMS.
yeah, there we go. Will work for food sign out there, you know.
Yeah.
But with that, no, seriously though, we'll talk some MLB news, and then of course we're gonna talk the new NHL TV deal here in just a moment. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to Tinkle Sports Talk. You can see I tried to get started packing. Actually, hold up. Here we go. I got my chair for the street. We're out.
No, that's for Bob Knight.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm gonna play Bob Knight here. In fact, I got a clipboard too, so we're on the right track here.
Oh my god.
All right, but with that, let's get moving to some MLB news. Madison Bumgarner threw a no-hitter the other day. Here's the catch. It was 7 innings because it was a doubleheader. MLB said they won't count it. It was not a no-hitter. I'm sorry. Baseball's old-fashioned. It's a no-hitter. Put an asterisk next to it. Do what you got to do. Don't discredit what he did. You know, sorry, a no-hitter is still a tough accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Allow it to actually be in the record book as a no-hitter. Just, I get it. It's not 9 innings, but it should still count.
I mean, 9 innings should count for the record books without an asterisk next to it.
Yeah.
I think you count it with an asterisk, and maybe, just maybe, you know, like I said, again, seven innings, 9 innings, it's still a difficult feat to accomplish. Now, if it's a perfect game, don't count it, obviously.
Now, the question I have is for like a doubleheader. Now, I know the first game is 7 innings. The second game of the doubleheader
I think
would
they're
still
both
be 7.
I
Would they
think-
be still both 7 innings, or would they be 9 innings?
I want to say yes. We'll have to dig deeper into that at a later
Now,
time.
see, what would be a bigger accomplishment if they were able to get like a no-hitter back-to-back games doubleheader? Now, that would be a
You
little bit
can't.
more impressive.
You wouldn't be able to pitch 2 games in a row. So that's.
I know.
I mean,
I
that
know,
Clemson pitcher, that Clemson softball pitcher, though, threw 2 no-hitters in a week. I mean, that's an accomplishment right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a
Yeah.
huge. Oh.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? Is going on? I'm not even paying attention.
Oh man, the Dolphins fans have come to town, and Jason moved to Miami during the break.
Yep, I moved to Florida. Hi.
Nah, that's Jason's dad, guys.
I think
So.
I hear the crappy weather going on right now.
Oh boy, then we better get moving here. So Vlad Guerrero also had a 3 home run game in the last week. This should come as no surprise. He's a great player, honestly. Vlad Guerrero better believe. So,
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to get 1 home in a game in these games, but to get 3 home runs,
he's got a big
that's pretty
bat.
impressive right there.
It's a shame with Canada's tax situation. I'm sorry, I don't like getting political, but it's a shame with how high Toronto taxes are. He probably won't last very long there.
Probably not.
He'll end up in a better market next
Probably
year
not.
or in a few years. So,
He'll be in Florida next year or something.
nah, he'll be in New York. New York will try to bribe him.
That too.
Unfortunately, But hey, I'm going to enjoy it, though. The Yankees are in last place, I believe, still. So I'm fine with that.
Twins are last place, too. There's division, so.
Ah, shit. Why'd you say that? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ohtani for the Angels, by the way, he's quite a stud. He's leading the MLB in home runs. He's the first guy to pitch a game after leading the MLB in home runs since Babe Ruth. So you have to go quite a ways back for that.
That's insane.
You know, it's just a shame he's playing for the wrong team. That's all I gotta say. You know, Ohtani's a great hitter. Hell, he's a great pitcher, but again, he's just on the wrong team. The Angels, just that they have all the roster talent, but they don't have the culture there to win.
Yeah.
If he was on a team with the culture of winning, like say the A's went on a 10-game winning or 13-game winning streak, I should say. If he was with the A's, I think they'd be a lot better than they are.
No problem.
But hey, the A's don't have money to pay people either, so. But let's move on. This is the part I think Zach's gonna like. Turner Sports just got the NHL deal. Chances are Kevin Harlan's gonna be there. Better believe.
Bye NBC. Go fuck off, you. Oh no, we gotta censor that.
Zach, you're giving me more work to do, man. Please tell me you know how to bleep that stuff out. But anyway.
Yes, I'll send you the bleep over to you. Sorry about that.
Perfect. Let's see. Jason last week with the CTE. Now we got Zach this week with that word.
That's why I haven't been saying anything. I'm just sitting back, enjoying the ride. All right.
All right.
I'm sorry, NBC. I offended you. If I did, I apologize.
We're on strike two. We're on strike
terrible.
two with the sponsor.
You're terrible. You're very bad at covering hockey. Check out my NBC SN video, the first video on this channel. I talk about the history of NBC SN and then Peacock basically ending 25 years of NBC SN. So.
Yeah, it's a great video, guys. Definitely watch it. Of course, here's the thing. So with the deal, Turner's going to get every other Stanley Cup starting in 2 years, I believe. And then
aren't they getting 3?
They get a game every single day.
Here's the thing. Is this going to be more work for Ernie Johnson? Because they love to plug that guy in everywhere with the ball.
We'll see. I would love to see Ernie Johnson talk about hockey.
But let me tell you, and here's the thing. This is good for Turner because I've said it about CBS. What does Turner cover outside of basketball that's meaningful? They cover an occasional golf match, but that's about it.
The cover of MLB.
Yeah. Well, they vaguely cover MLB. What, they cover like 5 games a year and then the playoffs?
Yeah.
I mean, look, like, this is good for them. You know, I kind of wish CBS got in on this because CBS needs more. But, I guess the only downside of it is I don't like that it's not on a cable network, like a basic cable network.
Something that's going on with CBS is that CBS is talking IndyCar right now. So, supposedly. So.
They're going to... See, of all the networks... Now, we talked about NBCSN dying off. Of all the sports networks that should have been the first to go, it should have been CBS. Okay? Let me put it this way. Who here knows what CBS Sports Network covers? Who even knew there was one?
They wouldn't show that the IndyCar races would be on basically Paramount Plus and CBS. That would be the only things that would be on.
I don't like that, honestly, because it, you know, see, NBC can cover the back half of the year for IndyCar because they have the Sunday night football package. If they go to Paramount, no one's going to buy Paramount to watch an IndyCar race. No one's
And Paramount's probably the best streaming platform there is right now, though,
See-
besides Discovery Plus. So
but
I don't know.
yeah. But the thing is like, you gotta show the Indy 500 on basic cable. I'm sorry, it's a prestigious event. Laguna Seca or whatever wraps up the season needs to be shown on a basic cable network because that's gonna bring viewership up. Okay, this is where NBC's thrive. I think this is where NBC is the best deal for them. But
Yeah, but fortunately, I think we're gonna be on the way out of basic cable very soon. I think everything
no,
will be on streaming.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
talking like your
I mean,
local
at least-
CBS, your local NBC, your local ABC.
Yeah, but you can get a lot of that stuff through streaming. I mean, there's CBS,
Yeah. I do
All
like though,
Access.
and I didn't know this. I learned something new today. HBO
Mm-hmm.
Max is owned by Turner Sports. And now,
Oh,
you want
really?
to know what? I hope they do put the games on there because now the commentators can go unhinged. Okay, they should just let
Oh
them.
my God.
They should just let them go unhinged. Just let Eddie. Just
Oh,
sign.
God.
You know what? Sign Eddie Olczyk and just let him drop a few f-bombs during the game.
Man,
Just
can
be
the
like,
NFL go
that was
on?
a fucking remarkable fucking save.
Go get Jeremy Roenick to do it. Get Jeremy Roenick to do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. There we go. Just be like, that was a remarkable fucking save. Oh my fucking lord. Yeah,
Well,
but-
supposedly there is going to be supposedly Turner in this deal is going to have a game every single day. So even the day that ESPN's covering a game, they're going to have one game on HBO.
Hmm.
It's part of the deal. So
That's good.
and they're technically taking over the coverage. They're taking over NHL Network because technically NBC owns sort of.
You know what? I can't
Kind
wait
of.
to see.
It's a joint venture. So
Yeah, and I can't wait to see this too because for a fact they're gonna name their show Inside the NHL. I can't wait to see who they get for this because I think they need personalities like you got Shaq, Kenny, and Charles, and that's a high pressure job now to fill those spots.
they need to get Mario Lemieux. Well, they can't really do Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux owns a team. So I guess you can go after get Dustin Bufflin, please. For the love of God, get Dustin Bufflin up there. I want to see the big man talk. I want to see the studio because he's not playing anymore. I want him to be in the light, but
You know what?
he's not that kind of person.
Put the floor on ice as well. How's about this? Make the floor like an ice rink, so that way you can have the. Obviously, you can't recreate Shaq falling.
And please, for the love of God, please buy the CBS Thursday night football song. Please, for the love of God.
Oh my God.
That song's a great song.
That's a good one, honestly. But
It is.
Yeah. Man. I'm telling you though, I'm excited. I think Turner does a better job with ball and stick sports than they ever did racing. But you know somehow though they're going to insert Charles Barkley into this whole hockey thing.
They already have. They've pictures out. So
Yeah, come on.
all over Twitter.
Ernie might do a few hockey things because Turner loves to throw them everywhere they possibly can, except racing. They kept him well out of racing, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm excited to see what this deal brings, and obviously HBO Max is a growing streaming service, so this is gonna be really good for the NHL.
Yeah.
Maybe
More eyeballs.
Maybe dare I say it, better than ESPN.
I don't know about that. I mean, TNT is pretty good, but
Yeah.
I don't know. ESPN Plus has got a high subscription
And
thing member account, and then also they put in a partnership with Disney. Technically, Disney owns the rights to the NHL, not ESPN, but Disney wants to make more hockey movies. Supposedly.
now, here's the other question. I know it's a shot in the dark, probably will never happen because Walt Disney has money. But what if the deal also include, like, the NBA TV deal's got to be coming up too. What if they negotiated the same thing, like the year that the one is covering the Stanley Cup, the other one covers the NBA Finals?
That'd be good.
I think it'd be great, honestly, because you can have the NHL Stanley Cup on ABC, like you would the NBA Finals. Then you can have the NBA Finals on TNT with Chuck, Shenny, oh my gosh,
Shenny?
Chuck,
You mean
Kenny, and
Kenny the
Shaq.
Jet Smith?
And come on, people don't like the ESPN commentary, okay?
Yeah.
ESPN's studio analysts are by far the worst analysts in all sports.
Besides
Come on.
Stephen A. Smith.
I think
Yeah,
it's worse
Stephen
than
A's
hearing.
good. But come on, they got
Was it-
Jalen Rose. God, I don't even know the other two.
Max Kellerman.
Yeah,
Most blasphemous words come out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Anybody I've ever heard.
exactly.
not Stan
then-
Van Gundy, but
come
his
on,
brother there.
Mike Breen is not good for commentating an NBA Finals. When the only thing he says is "bang," it's kind of annoying.
Bang!
Come on, although I do hear though that NHL is gonna get Kenny Albert possibly as their top play-by-play. So that I can confirm was a top rumor right now. Not who was the other guy you were thinking of? Kevin Harlan there. But
Yeah.
hey, who knows? Plus NBA having Marv Albert call an NBA Finals, that'd be even better. But
Yeah.
hey,
Marv Albert doesn't seem to be in there as often as Kevin, honestly.
well, because he's like 80-something years old too, so he's not gonna call as much.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kevin Harlan here.
Don't say it, Zach. Don't say the word. Wait, I don't need to censor again.
God.
But all right. You could tell we have a lot of fun around here. But anyway, Jason, you got Tinkle on this week. I'm gonna leave you with that duty.
Oh my God, everybody! I don't know if you guys TNT. I think this is the show that's after the games air,
Inside
but
the NBA, probably, right?
yeah, inside the NBA. This is with Candace Parker and Dwayne Wade and Shaq, and I think it's that Ernie, but sometimes it's with Ernie or
The other guy.
the other guy. I don't remember what his name
That's
is,
whatever.
but they showed it. Everybody, they showed a picture of Shaq and Kobe. This is back in the day when they had like media day, which is basically what happens before the season goes on. And I kid you not, Shaq apparently was late for his media day, had no drawers on, no tights on, pulled up his pants in front of Kobe, and you could literally almost see his ass cheeks. I'm not even kidding. I looked at it, I'm like, and they're showing it on Inside the NBA on TNT, and I'm just like on Instagram, I'm like full moon, and Dwayne Wade almost lost.
And apparently,
appetite.
it's a giant eclipse.
Apparently, it's a well done steak, is what Candace Parker called it.
Boy, must not be a very lean steak. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
We just
We're getting
But-
canceled.
But yeah, we can say TNT tinkle
tingle
on
on this. Come on.
Just why? Why would you even classify that as good, as something to be shown on television?
TNT
Sometimes-
loves crossing the lines. That's what makes it good that Turner is taking over NHL. Because they'll cross some lines.
I'm concerned what's going to happen to Fox Sports after that, though. After this.
They'll be fine. They got the Big 10 or Big 12 or whatever it is, the Big East, Pac-12. They'll be fine. They got some deals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still gonna have to find a way to pay Skip Bayless's contract. So,
Yeah.
and obviously Colin Cowherd's. So, we'll figure it out. But oh my gosh. That's all we got for this week. Jason, thanks for the lovely image.
Hey man, I felt bad for Kobe back in the day, man.
Hey, it was better than my idea for this week. But anyway, Zach, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Hey, we'll be back next week. We'll for sure be able to recap the draft. So we can promise you that. We'll recap the draft. We'll have other news. Tune in to, Zach, you said you got a new hockey show coming up here.
Yeah, it'll be starting next Thursday, May 6th. I'll be on the road, so I don't know if I'll actually upload the first episode that day, or it'll be the following 2 days. I don't know what day it would be, but it just depends because I'm be on vacation.
Okay.
I'm going to South Dakota.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a little time before I go on my vacation.
Maybe I'll film a video or the episodes at Mount Rush.
There we go. Hey, sounds like a
Put it in the background.
Said Mount Rushmore?
But
Yeah.
Oh man. Hopefully you don't get a windy day like we got.
Oh man.
That'd be bad. But and then of course tune in to Out of Turn 4 this Tuesday as well. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll recap Kansas. I got some very nice NASCAR news this week that I'm excited about, and so we'll have that. And then of course Zach's gonna have the canteen this Wednesday, right?
Yep, we'll be back next Wednesday every single week. I don't care if Daniel doesn't show up. I do it by myself. That's how it's going to be. We're back on Spotify and all those audio platforms and Facebook.
Yep.
So check that out.
Those audio platforms that are below our name right now. You can check it out. Oh, not the one in the middle. I'm sorry. The one in the middle you can check out. Because that's Spotify. So, anyway, we want to thank you guys for watching. Tune into our shows here on Tinkle Sports, and we will see you very soon.